Hi. So today we're learning about the digestive system. So you just watched the video with Chloe and the Nerve all about the digestive system. So I have a couple questions for you. Let's start off with what is the digestive system? Yeah, what does it do for our body? Yeah, so it takes the food that we eat and breaks it down into parts that our body can use. So we can get the nutrients out of the food. Right? So, and it goes through a long process to do that. Right? That food really goes on a journey through our body, like Chloe and the Nerb went on that journey, right? So, the first step when we eat food, it enters the mouth and we chew it up. And so we're starting to break it down already just by chewing it up. And our saliva in our mouth helps and it helps break down the food. So that's the first step is in our mouth. That first step happens. And then do you know what happens next? We swallow our food and it goes down something next to our windpipe, next to our trachea, but it's not our trachea. In fact, we don't want food to go down our trachea into our lungs, but it goes down another pipe. Do you remember what that one's called? It starts with an E. Esophagus. So the food would go down your esophagus. And then it gets to your, what's down lower of that, where it lands? Your stomach. What happens in your stomach when your food gets to your stomach? It's already been chewed up and your saliva is starting to break it down a little bit. Gets to your stomach, and then what happens? Yeah, so you have acids and gastric juices in your stomach that turn around, and they break down the food and turn it kind of into a mushy type substance. Now, remember, Nerb said we've seen this substance before. When have we seen this? We've probably all seen it at one point before. In vomit, right? In throw up. That's that food, that partially digested food just coming right back out of your stomach. There it is. And that's vomit. So that next time if you ever vomit or feel sick and you throw up, you can, it's kind of gross, but you can also think, wow, that's what the food looks like in my stomach. And depending on how long it's already been in your stomach will determine what it looks like when it comes back out. So that's kind of interesting. And then, so after your stomach, when food is done being in your stomach, it moves on to your small intestine and it travels through your small intestine. And while it's in your small intestine, food gets broken down even more. There's bile from your liver, enzymes from your pancreas, and they help break down the food even more. So fats and proteins and carbohydrates are broken down. And this is when your body is absorbing vitamins and minerals out of that food. Okay, so it's absorbing that. Then the food keeps going. Whatever hasn't been absorbed or broken down yet or used by the body keeps going from the small intestine and it enters what do you remember what's next? The large intestine. The large intestine is what it enters next. And the large intestine is also known as the colon. So it enters that. And the important job of the large intestine is to absorb two things. Do you remember what those were? Water and salt. Water and salt are absorbed by your large intestine. And then if there's anything left that hasn't been broken down totally or absorbed by the body to be used, it becomes a waste product. What's that waste product called? It's going to come right out. It's called poop. That's when anything left over is the waste product and it's known as poop. And you poop it out. And that's everything that's left that your body didn't use. That's the journey from food. You're eating food as it goes through your body, and then whatever's left over comes out as poop. pretty fascinating. So that's the introduction to the digestive system. Today we'll color our page in the book, and tomorrow and Thursday we'll keep learning some more about this really, really super duper important system. So let's take a look at my book. Here we go. Here's my book. This is the page here. It says digestive system, and you can see some of the parts there. So the first part up here is the mouth. So pick a color, color your mouth. I'm going to color mine in red. And then the next part, do you remember what that's called? Esophagus. Let's say that together. That's kind of a funny word. Esophagus. Esophagus is right here. I'm going to color that in kind of a pinky color. And then there's the stomach. I don't know. I'm going to do my stomach in maybe like a brownish color. So this is the stomach. And color your stomach. You can color along with me, or you can watch me and then pause me and do your coloring, or color and pause, however you want to do it. So it goes from the stomach, then it goes into the small intestine. And I'm going to use kind of like a peachy orange color for that. This is the small intestine. Do you see this really long? It's not called the small intestine because it's short, but it's called the small intestine because it's not as big around as the large intestine. Like you call that the diameter, how big around something is. So the diameter of it is smaller than the large intestine. So there's my small intestine. And then we'll get to the large intestine. I'll use like a tan color, kind of coloring them all in similarly. This is the large intestine, how it wraps around here. Okay, and then up here we have another organ. I'm going to color it in kind of pinkish. This is called the liver, and we haven't really talked much about the liver. The liver is an organ where your blood gets sent to your liver, and the liver will cleans your blood. It has a bunch of important jobs. Let me think. It cleans your job. It cleans your blood. It also, let's see, it cleans your blood. It helps your, oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought, what I was going to say. Cleans your blood. Oh, it helps your body process sugars. So if there's sugar in food, it'll store the sugar. So you'll have, stores energy. And there was one more really important job that I wanted to tell you. Oh, we did talk about this one. I think we talked about it, but it produces bile, which is something that helps your body do digesting in the intestines. So the bile is what it produces that helps with some more digesting in that's hard for me to say, in the small intestines. So helps your body, it helps clean your blood, it helps store energy and the sugar energy, and produces that bile that helps digest food in the intestines. And it has a bunch of other jobs too. It really helps with like nutrients and different chemicals that help your body. But for now, we'll focus on those main three. So, okay, so color in those organs that are all part of the important digestive system. I know we said the digestive system helps your body break down food, but the other important part of that is also making sure that your body gets the nutrients that are in the food and can use those, because really that's why we're eating, right? Is so that those nutrients get to our body. So after you color your organs, you know me, I like to use the black. After you do your digestive system coloring, just color in that background. Okay, so go ahead and work on that. And that's it for today. So that's our digestive system. Welcome to the digestive system, and we'll keep learning about it as we go through our week. Okay, everyone, go ahead and work on that, And that's it for today. As you're doing it, think about as you're coloring each of those parts, think about each of those parts and the job that they have. Okay, see you later.